NFL free agency is upon us, people, and the Chicago Bears reportedly have their position that they are locked in on, that they're targeting in free agency when it comes around. So let's talk about it. What is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports all back at it with another video talking, of course, my NFL here to talk about the Chicago Bears. So if you are a Bears fan, please do hit the big red subscribe button down below, people. Make sure you are following me on all my social media platforms. All right, so let's get into it. So, according to Kevin Fishbain of The Athletic, the Chicago Bears have kind of keyed in on the offensive line as the position of need for the Bears going into free agency. Now, I tell you that and you're going to be like, duh, Faiz, we all know we needed offensive line help. Yes, we did. But the question was going to be, would they focus getting O-line help in the draft? Would they do it in free agency? Where exactly would they go ahead and attack it? And there's plenty of other needs for the Bears on this roster besides the offensive line. You certainly need help on the defensive line. You need receiver help. You could use maybe some help in the secondary. Like, there is other positions of need, okay? But we know the clear top two are offensive line and defensive line. Well, now it looks like offensive line, the Bears will be addressing in free agency, according to, again, Kevin Fishbain of The Athletic. And he said, and I quote, "It wouldn't be a surprise for Poles to spend money on the O-line. It's an area of need, a position he emphasizes, and usually one where a team can be more comfortable getting immediate help from veterans as opposed to rookies." End quote. That's it right there. That's it right there for the reason why I'm all on board with this. Now, there's no reason you can't do both, get help in free agency and the draft, but you need immediate help for Justin Fields. You are going to get that with veteran players and not rookies, most likely. And so, with all of this cap space, you need to go ahead and get some offensive linemen. Now, taking a look at the state of the Bears' offensive line. You got Braxton Jones at the left tackle spot. You started at that spot all 17 games last year. You're presuming, hey, unless you get an upgrade, he's probably going to be the guy there. At the left guard spot, you got Cody Whitehair. A lot of people have mentioned him as a cap casualty. He might get cut. Maybe the Bears keep him. Who knows? But obviously, he's not been the same, as in the past. And then at the center spot, clear need here. Yeah, no, Sam Musfer, I'm not good with him coming back here. And we all know that it was kind of a disaster for the Bears to fill up this spot. And they weren't able to get kind of the production that they wanted here. So clear need at center. Right guard spot, you got Tevin Jenkins. Hopefully he's going to stay at that spot and continue to build. And then right tackle, Larry Borum. Yeah, you can use an upgrade there at that spot. So really at center and right tackle and even left guard to a certain extent, you definitely need help. And there are guys out there, right? Just to, off the top, if you will, a couple of guys that I did write down here. Caleb McGarry, Mike McGlinchey, Nate Davis, Ben Powers, Ethan Posich, Connor McGovern. Like, there are guys out there that you can go ahead and get that would be very serviceable as replacements along the offensive line. Now, there's no stars, if you will, but it is solid. All right, you have solid guys here. And so I'm looking at the center spot certainly being the main one that we need to address. And then there's a lot of right tackles out there on the market. And then again, depending on what happens with Cody Whitehair, get a left guard in there. But not only that, you need more depth as well. And of course, you've got Orlando Brown as well in from the Chiefs, who you could potentially look for in free agency. He was my number one target as well if he's not able to come to a long-term deal with the Chiefs. And there's going to be other guys that'll obviously be available depending on what happens with their current team. So honestly, the offensive line market certainly much more, I would say, impactful than the wide receiver market. There's no good wide receivers out there that we need to spend money on, like big money on. And so wide receiver, I'd like to attack in the draft. And offensive line, I'd like to attack in free agency. That's the way I want to go about this. And, in a separate video, I'll probably talk about the guys that I'd like to target. But yeah, short list of kind of the guys I'm looking at that I mentioned here. But yes, I'm all on board with offensive line being the main thing that we need to go ahead and address in free agency. Getting support and help and protection for Justin Fields should be the number one priority. And that is what I believe Ryan Poles will do, a former offensive lineman himself. And so I'm excited. Free agency is going to be, again, before the draft. Remember that. So ton of free agency content coming on the channel. Make sure you do subscribe as always. Thanks for watching.